Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Guess who's home with me today?
Who?
I feel like it rarely happens these days. Life has been busy. That's why I haven't filmed anything in so long. And really there's nothing to film. We're just living life, you know? I got a job and that just keeps me busy. And he works, so it keeps him busy. Just, adulting. So anyway, I'm getting ready because I'm gonna go get my hair done today. Obviously, it's needed it for a very long time. I wish I could be one of those people that are normal, get their hair done when it's supposed to be done every 6 weeks. It never works out that way for me. So I finally get it done. And the bonus is I can do whatever I want with my hair because my new job doesn't care what you do. They're not stuffy and, well, they're not, but they don't have stuffy rules, like a lot of people do. So, I'm gonna get some color in my hair, but I'll show it to you after it's done. And it snowed last night. I'm not very happy about it because if you know me, you know I hate snow. Hate it. Everybody's like, yay, snow! And I'm like, no. Snow is cold. We live in the Midwest, so it's not like we never see it. We see it for 6 months out of the year, so it's not something that I'm new to, I need to take a break and live in California where it never rains or snows for a year and just take a break, have some really good weather for a long period of time. Now that's something I could get into. Anyway, let me see if it's still snowing. I can show you guys what it looks like out there. Okay, so you can see this person's house where we live lit off of their roof because I'm not showing you the whole thing, but yeah, snow, cold, ew. So back to makeup. Well, we're on our way to get something to eat and some coffee because I'm out of coffee completely. I have to go to the store today because I have to work tomorrow now, which is usually on Sundays I'm cleaning my house and going to the grocery, but now I can't. So, look at this. So gross. I'm so tired. Today's Monday? Yeah, Monday. I started a new job yesterday. I'm not going to say where. But let me just tell you that every job I've ever had is better than this. My first day back from all of this crap, I get the busiest possible time. You work 8 hours with no lunch. You can't have even a bottle of water unless you're excused to get a drink from a drinking fountain or drink one on a break, which you have to clock out for. I do not understand it. I just don't. I think it's all crazy. I'm in so much pain today. So much pain. I literally wish somebody would be like, you don't deserve any of this. And yeah, that's not gonna happen, so. Anyway, I already bowed out of practice tonight because I just can't. I just can't hardly today. Just taking all I have not to quit already. And not to just already call off because my entire body is aching and I just want to vomit. So when I get home tonight, I'm probably going to go to bed. This afternoon, when I get home. It's morning right now. Anyway, I'll probably get in bed and stay there. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll probably stay in bed tomorrow and catch up my journal. And then I'll work Wednesday. I wish everybody knew how rough this was on me, but nobody cares, so. Somebody missed her mama. Danny beautiful. Danny, my beautiful girl. Look at your feet. Yeah, this. She's a good girl. She's a good girl, aren't you, baby? I love you. Alright, well, Jess will be home any minute. I have to go get my heart pills, some jeggings, and some food for the rest of the week. I journaled today and read some more of Verity. I'm about halfway through it. Do not spoil it for me because I don't like spoilers. My Ipsy bag came today and it was really, really cute. I'll probably use this to carry around in my tote bag just to carry like little essentials. And it was cool because they also sent a little candle from Juicy Couture. Love that brand, so that's exciting. And Monarch comes on tonight. So I'm going to put some stickers in my journal, some little butterflies. And I can't wait till it comes on. I can't wait till he gets home so I can see him. And, yeah, that's been my day. Hey everybody, it's Wednesday. I've been crying all day because I just don't want to go to work. Like, that's how bad I don't want to go. Yesterday, it was like my first day off since I started my job. And I literally stayed in bed all day long just reading the book I'm reading, not talking to another human, just like writing in my journal, having some much needed me alone thinking time. And then I woke up today, and the first thing I did was think about how I had to hurry up and get out of bed. I had things to do today, and I just started crying. Like, today is just not the day. But what can you do? My husband called me, and he's like, why are you crying? And like, I tried to explain it, and he's like, well, you have to go to work, so. And you have to stay until you find another job, so. And I'm like, awesome. Good morning. It's Thursday. I'm so tired. I had to work until 10 last night. Came home. We had a little bit of dinner. And then went to bed. And now I have to be back at work in like 2 hours. It's like 9:45 or something. And I'm like, days like today, I would kill to be my sister and just have an easier life. Good morning. It's Friday. I'm so glad it's Friday because I'm off tomorrow and I need it. I feel like I've been at the gym for a week, just working out hard as I can. That's what it feels like to go from brain recovery for about 1 year and 3 months to straight up going to get a job during the holiday season. Like, if I would have had the grace of, like, not having to do that during the holiday season, that would have been wonderful. But, you know, I just got thrown to the wolves, so. Last night I did not sleep very well because my body hurt so bad. I got up in the middle of the night, and I actually, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I took some ZzzQuil, which I don't think I'm supposed to take, but, you know, when you want at least a nap in. And then I turned over this morning, and I hurt so bad it woke me up, and I was like, it's been crazy. It's been so crazy. I can even describe. Like, we had to buy a lock for my locker where I work, and no one even gave me a locker. Like, I just was like, I had to ask somebody that's an employee to be like, okay, so how do I do this? And the employee literally had to help me. So I had no help with that. And then, like, yesterday this thing happened, and I didn't know what to do about it. And so I asked this person that's, like, ahead of whatever, and they were like, all you had to do was say, hey, blank, can I see your key? And I was like, okay. And she's like, hey, blank, can I see your key? And I'm like, are you serious right now? Unnecessary. Like, you know? I just really... This place is... And this guy was on break yesterday when I was, which there's usually nobody back there when I'm on break, so there was somebody back there. And when I say back there, I mean in the break room, where at the job I have, which I haven't mentioned where I got a job, and I'm not going to, because anonymity, and yeah. So anyway, he was like asking me what I did, and then I told him, and like, it's only temporary because I'm gonna go do this. And then he was like, your pathway to happiness is not here, let me just tell you that right now. And I was like, I want to run screaming. Literally, I just want to run screaming. So I've not really had the best experience. And there are days, like, you know, like 2 days ago when I woke up crying, and I was like, I just don't even want to go. I just keep crossing my fingers that what I'm doing is going to get better. That my life is going to get better. It's Tuesday, and I quit. I quit my job. I feel like a loser for quitting before the holidays, but I'm exhausted, and that was just not the job. It was just not. Your first job back from any surgery, that just, it couldn't happen. It was too hard for me. Like, it was way too hard. I was getting yelled at in public, like, every day. And not by my coworkers. I mean, by my coworkers, not by the people who were customers at the company. I couldn't have water to drink. Trying to go to the bathroom was, like, impossible. Trying to leave, some people would tell you, just go. And other people would say, that were managers, would say, not until I tell you to. So there was no clear, like, can I go home or no? There was just so much that happened. I mean, I didn't even know how to get a locker, and there was no one I could ask that was there when I came to work with all my stuff. My coat, it's wintertime, my purse, my handbag, whatever you call it. I had to get another, like, worker to help me, and they're not even management. And I mean, I don't even think management knew I had a locker. You know? I already told you about the other situation with the key thing. And what really made me, like, finally, I mean, I was debating it. I just didn't quit because I didn't want to disappoint anybody. Because, you know, I get sick of hearing, like, people complain, you know, like, to me about me not having a job. Like, okay, well, you have brain surgery and let me know 1 year out how you're still feeling, okay? Let me know. Just kidding. I hope no one ever has to have it. 'Cause it's hell on earth. Like, the biggest hell ever. Anyway, what really made me decide, it was like the straw that broke the back. I went to work and one of the managers said, can you work at 6 a.m.? And I was like, I mean, if you schedule me it, I guess I have to work it, don't I? I mean, and she's like, I'm asking you, can you work it? And I'm like, I don't have any plans at 6 o'clock in the morning. What do you mean, can I work it? And, I didn't say it quite like that, but I'm like, I mean, yeah. And she's like, yes or no? And I'm like, okay, like, so finally I had to be like, I can hear you. I'm not deaf. Thank you. And this was like in front of other people. And I'm like, please be demeaning as you can. I mean, really classy. What else did she say? There was something else she said. I'll look in my journal. Hold on. Oh. This is what happened. So she said, something about working at, I think I have you on the schedule at 6 one day this week. And I said, I looked at it yesterday, but, I didn't see anything scheduled at 6. There was something at 10. And then this lady was like, don't do that. Don't ever look at the schedule before Friday at 3 o'clock. By law, you have to let me have until 3 o'clock on Friday before you look at that. And I'm like, that's not a law. That's literally not a law. And I just was like, what register do you want me on? I guess I already told you what I'm doing. It was, or what I was doing. It was a retail job. But, I was like, what register do you want me on? Because I was just, like, done after she started yelling at me like that. And she was like, go down to such and such number. And I was like, okay. So I get down there, and this other lady's like, what are you doing down here? Nobody ever works this register. There's all these carts, blah, blah. What am I supposed to do about it? And I'm like, I don't know. Why are you coming down here? I'm like, because so-and-so told me to come down here. Like, they're the boss. What do you want me to do about that? So she gets huffy, and then this other lady walks up, starts clearing the carts, and I'm like, oh my god. Breathe, breathe. So I'm like, okay. So I finally get on there, and like, not even 3 people later, someone's order gets given to someone else, and I'm like, and I felt bad because the other person was like, I'm so sorry, and it was like not their fault really, and I'm not gonna explain why or anything because I don't want to give away too much info, but like, it really wasn't this other person's fault, but it wasn't my fault. So the lady was, of course, pissed at me. And I'm like, it's fine. I'd rather me take it than the other person whose fault it really was because they can't help it. So that was a mess. And then finally, an hour before I go home, almost an hour and like 10 minutes, I get sent to my break. An hour and 10 minutes. But like, whatever. I already got told, like, sometimes you have to tell them because they forget. But then I get told you can't go unless they tell you, so. Okay. Anyway. So anyway. what was I saying? So I'm like, all right, let me finish up with this person before I can go, right? Because you can't just be like, sorry, your crap's all over my belt, but I gotta go to break. Bye, and just leave it with no help. You know, it's fine. Every man for themselves, I guess. So I'm starting to finish up, and the lady has to basically like help me like bag her own stuff, and I'm like, okay. So then, because I'm trying to do it, but you know, there were other factors. So anyway, I get almost finished with my last person, and the lady who sent me to break turns around and goes like, I sent you to break. And I'm like, and I have to finish with my customer. And she's like, oh yeah, okay. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just done. So I was done. And I text Jess and I said, I quit. I'm sorry, I can't do this. I'm sorry. And he never responded because he was at work anyway. And I came home and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't. And I explained like the whole situation. So he hasn't really said anything about it, but I feel really guilty for quitting, especially right now during the holidays. But it was a circus, and I can't explain to any of you who have not had brain surgery how much I cannot tolerate not even drinking water like all day long. I just couldn't do it. It was ridiculous. And that's just not for me. So I'm going to take my experience and I'm going to value the lessons and I'm going to move on and I'm going to find something that's meant for me and it's going to all be okay. Yeah. So I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.